Laura. What he said was that since Algerian independence, the government had, the various governments have basically invented a history that is based on hatred of France, that the Algerian government strokes French hatred. These comments were made to descendants of people who fought on the French side during that very long Algerian war for independence. The Élysée Palace has not denied the comments. They were first reported in the newspaper Le Monde, so they seem to be pretty accurate. I think that Algeria may be a little bit more upset about the visa situation, which seems to have taken them by surprise.
And there's more to this, isn't there, Eduardo? There are ongoing tensions about immigration between France and its former colony. Tell us a bit more about that.
Well, those tensions have been going on now for many years, even decades now. And as you know, there is a presidential election here, which is well underway. The first round takes place in April. And the right wing and the extreme right wing are both making immigration the major issue. So Macron feels under a great deal of pressure on that issue. And that is why the government announced that they would reduce the number of visas for Algeria and Morocco to 50% of their actual level and 30% for Tunisia. The French government has somewhat of a good argument, I think, in the sense that between January and July of this year, they asked, they ordered 7,731 Algerians to leave the country, but to do so they need consular documents from Algeria, which by giving those documents recognizes that these migrants are in fact Algerians. The government in Algeria has only given 31 consular documents and only 22 people have been expelled. So I think Macron decided that it was time to put his foot down and to get a little tough with, as I say, not only Algeria, but also Morocco and Tunisia on this issue.
Well, pulling your ambassador is a pretty drastic step. How can we expect the French to respond?
There hasn't been any real response from the French for the moment. Remember, this only happened on Saturday night, last night. It's the second time, by the way, in a very short period. The first time was back in May of 2020 that Algeria recalled its ambassador to France. And this was following a documentary on French television about a group that is promoting democracy in Algeria. But the tensions are really quite strong. Last April, the labor minister, the Algerian labor minister, said that France was a traditional and eternal enemy of Algeria. And that led to the cancellation of a visit by the French prime minister. So as you can see, tensions have been rising and the two countries really are at odds at the moment.